Welcome to Oslo, the capital city of Norway. So I didn't know how I would feel about this one when I read up and I was like, caramel, fudge cheese. So far we can see a reindeer, a bear and a horse.
And women with no tops on.
I think Keelan blends in very well here with his beard. A lot of people just presume he's from here and speak Norwegian to him. It's very funny. We may not have got to watch a show in the Opera House earlier, but oh my god, they were brilliant.
This might be the shortest amount of time to explore a city. Our flight leaves in just under 12 hours time. So not a lot of time, but we're going to do our best. And yeah, just see what the capital city of Norway is all about.
So yeah, there is a lot of things that you can do in the city. We are a bit raging that we only have 12 hours. So Oslo is known for some really cool and interesting museums. Also a lot of nature. We read online that there's over 340 lakes and 40 islands within the city limits. So yeah, there's a lot of outdoor activities you can do in the city. Oslo is surrounded by mountains and forests. So you can ski here and you can do loads of hikes here.
Yes, if we had more time, skiing definitely would have been on the itinerary. Next time, Norway. Next time.
So we're starting here at the Oslo Fjords and we can see a boat tour just coming in, so you can actually do boat trips, which is another cool thing that the city has to offer.
So although we only have 12 hours in the city, we have been in Norway for 2 weeks and we have seen some incredible and some beautiful places of this country. If you haven't been following our channel, we've been travelling around Norway in a camper van. So yeah, although we're in Oslo, capital city, we have seen a lot of the beautiful nature of this country. So I'd highly recommend going and checking out our camper van videos.
We're on our way to our first spot to visit today, but right behind us here there's something that's really cool. So this is like a big tourist attraction and they're floating saunas that sit here in the water. We can actually see people on them, and the idea of it is you go in and you warm yourself up in a sauna and you can jump in the freezing cold water. So I don't know if I'd be brave enough to do that. I read up as well, there's also some hot tubs on it, so you can relax in a hot tub and then just look out on the waterfront. But yeah, very unique and traditional, and it seems very popular.
We can actually see people jumping into the water. Fair play to them, because that water looks ice cold. So I know they're coming from the sauna. I think that's the whole idea, you go from the hot to the cold. But yeah, braver than us, that's for sure. Okay, Oslo, fun facts. It is the largest city in Norway. It's the capital city of Norway and it has about 700,000 people as a population. But my favourite fact of all is that it has the loudest seagulls in the world. Give it a rest, lads. They're non-stop, aren't they?
Non-stop. All of Norway, we've just seen people jogging all of the time. Very fit people. Our first spot of the day is the Oslo Opera House. So this is a huge tourist attraction in the city, and so many opera shows and ballets are held here. The building was only built in 2008. I'd actually love to go and see a show. We checked and there's none on today. But supposedly the inside of the building is gorgeous. They have like a big chandelier on the roof and it resembles a moon. So I can only imagine when the stage is lit up and all the lights are on and the place is sort of in darkness. It'd be just so beautiful. We tried to get into the actual theatre, but it's all blocked off. I would have loved to see the inside of it. What's very unique about this building is its design. So you can actually walk right up onto the building itself and right up to the roof. So we're going to go and do that now. God, I feel like I'm climbing up a mountain.
Now the reason I might feel like we're climbing up a mountain, as Samantha said, we did read up that the architect who designed this built it in a way that resembles a mountain. Obviously Norway is a very nature place, a lot of mountains as we already talked about, and I think that's what his vision was for this building, was to make it like one of those Norwegian mountains that you see throughout the country. Jesus, me legs. Our camera bag weighs a ton as well, doesn't help.
Our daily exercise for today.
Along with the 20,000 steps that we do on these city trips, they're actually a great way, as Samantha said, of getting your exercise in. Because you're walking, constantly walking far. You get to see a lot of cool places. So yeah, this is situated right in the heart of Oslo, right on the harbour here. So we got some good views of the water. There's also some really interesting sculptures that we can see from here. Can't really make out what they are.
There's another fjord cruise going off again. We're on a mission.
We've been walking for about 40 minutes. This better be good, Samantha.
We made it!
You found it?
Woo! Yes.
Okay.
I found it. So this place is called Harald's Waffles, and supposedly it's the best place in Oslo that you can get waffles. And there's not much of a queue. So we've just ordered our waffles, we're waiting on them, they'll be 5 minutes. So we're sitting outside with a nice coffee.
And it's actually very hard to escape this shop when you do any sort of research for Oslo, whether it be on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, it always pops up.
So yeah, I've got high hopes for this. Voila! So this is the traditional one to get. And it's basically a waffle with some jam, sour cream and brown cheese. So this cheese is hugely popular in Norway. And it's sort of a different cheese to what we'd be used to. So it's like a fudge taste and a caramel taste off it. So I'd say it will go perfect with the waffles. We got one to share, as you can see, it is quite big.
And it was €40.
It was actually €10 for the 2 coffees and the waffle, which was really good.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, it is good. Right, so I have a little bit and I have some jam and cheese. I'm going to dip it into a little bit of the sour cream, just so I have a taste of all the flavours together. Oh, that's quite nice.
Is it?
That's really nice, yeah. It's really sweet. It is a unique type of cheese. I can get the sort of caramel hint off it. The jam as well just gives it an extra little touch. It's really nice.
I'm really excited to try this cheese because this cheese is all we see around Norway. It's obviously a traditional type of cheese, but give it a go. Oh, that's really nice. I didn't really know what to expect with it because it's obviously like a sweet cheese. And it's like brown in colour, so that would be like the fudge caramel type thing. Even on its own, it's quite nice. It's not like a strong cheese. You know the way sometimes you have cheese and you can almost smell how it's going to taste. But this one is actually quite nice. And then the waffle itself, like the batter obviously that's been fried, that's really, really good. And the jam. You know what, I'm actually glad it's nice because there's a lot of talk about these waffles, especially in Norway. And sometimes with food, your expectations can be a little bit too high. And then they don't really add up. But this is really, really good. Definitely recommend it.
So yeah, there's a unique little story behind this place, how it opened. So a Swedish guy runs it, and supposedly a few years back he used to sell waffles out of his bedroom window. So he lived in downtown Oslo, and word spread around the city and it became really, really popular, and then he earned enough money to be able to open his own shop.
I'm not surprised. They're bloody lovely. Oh, good. One thing we're also noticing about Oslo, they have very strange statues. There's a few here now and they've got sort of naked people on top of animals, which is a bit, I don't really know what the idea behind it is.
So far we can see a reindeer, a bear and a horse.
And women with no tops on. Also, one constant that we've felt throughout our travelling through Norway is the people. The people are actually very, very nice, very, very friendly, and throughout all the parts of Norway that we've been to, we found that they're very helpful, very warm, very engaging. They're always like asking where you're from, and yeah, generally just very, very nice people, and it's great. And again, I encourage you to watch our previous videos in Norway of our campervan trip, because you'll see them as well. But yeah, really, really nice country.
I think Keelan blends in very well here with his beard. A lot of people just presume he's from here and speak Norwegian to him. It's very funny. Right, so it's starting to get a little bit dark, and also the city is starting to get very busy. It is 6 o'clock, so we're guessing like a lot of people are finishing work. You can also feel a few droplets of rain, so we want to shelter in. Now, earlier on when we were down here at the waterfront, we seen this cool spot. It's called Salt, and it looks like it's a lot of wooden bars that sit over the waterfront. So we thought we'd come down and enjoy a nice cold beer. Right, this was the perfect spot we picked. There's like outdoor fires. It's sheltered in.
Lovely.
This is going to be really cozy. Nice.
Cheers.
What a perfect way to finish our day in Oslo. So we're sitting here, we have a blazing fire. It's absolutely lashing out now, so we just got in on time. So we're sitting under these like wooden shelters, and like this place is definitely a vibe. If you look behind me, there's like loads of fires that got right up along it, and like people are just chilled out around them. They're also bringing out like hot soup, and you can also order food and cook it over the fire. So yeah, there's just a really cozy atmosphere.
The beer of choice is a new one for us. It's called Bjorn, which I think translates to ice bear or something like that. But also, fun fact about this beer is that it's brewed in the most northern part of the world. So it's the most northern brewery in all of the planet. So we've had, as you can see, we're halfway through, and it is quite tasty. Norwegian beers have been really nice on this trip. Norway is definitely a country of extremes. Right behind us you have the harbour, the water. It is ice cold. There's actually people jumping in it from the sauna. There's a sauna in this place as well, this area called Salt. And then we're here beside the fire, roasting hot, nice and warm. It's just, it's so strange to have such extremes so close to each other. But yeah, we're definitely in the best part of it, I think.
Oh yes.
Those people who are jumping in the water are mad people.
Gi meg glede når vi sammen, lån meg din hånd når jeg går. Hvis jeg fryser, gir du meg varme, i din nærhet hører jeg til. Se ilden lyse over vår jord. Se jorden bli en stjerne, fager og stor, som en
We may not have got to watch a show in the Opera House earlier, but oh my god, they were brilliant.